Goosebumps hat and book collection that just came in. More and more tales to give you. Goosebumps Special Edition number 5. That's 1997. This actually was shipped to me from Canada. There's a Canadian surprise sticker on here. The seal has a hole in it, but the outer seal is still good, so it should be alright. I have some Goosebumps postcard books that have come in as well. This is the first and the second one. This has a rip. It's not good. Not good. Not good at all. The second one is in really good shape though. I wonder which one is the most rare. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just putting some Goosebumps stuff away. Yes, this is the store that has literally not every Goosebumps item, but I would say over 90% of everything. Books, toys, special editions, even have copies of the same Goosebumps book with the different goodies that sometimes came in them, like a little bookmark or a stat card. Oh yeah, we got those too. Games. There's actually a brand new board game that's come out. I have to order it. Recently released. I never even knew. So, yes, the video game portion of the store is over there. This is the book section. Pretty much the only books we have here are horror books. We do have a whole plethora of Harry Potter. We have Rick Riordan with Percy Jackson and the Red Pyramid and the Kane Chronicles, which is one of the books, the Red Pyramid, yeah. Yeah, we even have the imprint, Rick Riordan Presents, which is those books that were authored by people who were born or have heritage in countries that are underrepresented. Yeah, we have every book so far that's been released. I think there's only 3 or 4 left. And yes, Rick Riordan is coming out with a new Harry Potter. Harry Potter, I'm so exhausted. It's been a long day here. He's coming out with a new Percy Jackson. Yeah, the series. He has the second book should be coming out, I think, later this year. Yeah, the continuation. Percy's going to college or trying to go to college, or I think he's a senior in high school and he's trying to get into some college, and he has to, of course, do a whole bunch of missions so he can get a good recommendation from a god that he needs. Yes, horror, we have a whole bunch. We have R.L. Stine, of course. We have Christopher Pike, Diane Ho. She wrote the Nightmare Hall series. Yes, that was the series that came out in the mid-90s. We also have J.D. Spencer, which is, he wrote a series called Shivers, which is a poor man's Goosebumps. They were actually not horrible, but we have the entire collection. Darren Shan. Yes, I don't have every book by Darren Shan, but we do have a bunch. You'd like to see them? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just put these away, and I'll have all of the Darren Shan books that we have, and we can look through them. Perfect. Give me 1 second. Okay, we have sort of 2 book series by him. The reason I say 2 there's 3 series, but 2 of which, even though they're separate series, they're in the same world. So, I think we'll start off with what he's, I think, best known for, is the Cirque du Freak novels. There were, in the original series, 12 books in all, and also a movie that came out with John C. Reilly. But the first book in the series, A Living Nightmare, this was a really, really crazy series, from what I remember, and I'll never forget the ending. The ending is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. But Kirkus Reviews says, gross out horror fans will devour it and clamor for the next in the series. And the little, on the cover here, the synopsis, or the little blurb, if you will. In the tradition of Stephen King's Salem's Lot, the best-selling Cirque du Freak is the frightening saga of a boy whose visit to a mysterious freak show leads him on a journey into a dark world of vampires. Author Darren Shawn's vivid detail and original voice will have readers glued to their seats in terror. This actually came out in, let's see here, well, this is not a first edition. It was first published in Great Britain in the year 2000, and the first U.S. mass market edition was published in 2004. So this is 24 years old, this series, and we do have all 12 books plus the movie if you'd like. Now when these came out, they were $6.99 a copy, the paperbacks. So the second book in the series we have, called The Vampire's Assistant. And this is the book where the movie was based off of. J.K. Rowling says, fast-paced, full of satisfying macabre touches. And then in the first book, J.K. Rowling says, compelling, a plot full of twists which leaves the reader hungry for more. Now, the movie did not do well in theaters at all. I watched it. It was pretty bad. It was not what I hoped it'd be. Sean Edwards of Fox affiliate in Kansas City, Missouri, said it was clever, original, and totally entertaining. Josh Hutcherson is actually in this movie. John C. Reilly, which we knew about. Yeah, Willem Dafoe and Selma Hayek are also in this. Welcome to the Cirque du Freak, a traveling sideshow filled with magical creatures, misunderstood freaks, and the mysterious vampire Larden Cripsley, who's played by John C. Reilly. Drawn to the dark, unpredictable world of the Cirque, 16-year-old Darren decides to trade in his ordinary life for a chance to become an immortal vampire. As Darren explores his newfound powers and faces unexpected enemies, he'll find that his existence as a member of the undead is filled with more challenges, suspense, and fun than he ever thought possible. Based on the best-selling book series and co-starring Selma Hayek, Josh Hutcherson, Ken Watanabe, and Willem Dafoe, it's a fast-paced, suspenseful journey critics call imaginative. This came out in 2009. But anyway, now the third book in the series is called Tunnels of Blood. there's 12 in the series. Book 4 is a little short. It's called Vampire Mountain. Why the interest in Darren Shan? Okay, you've heard about the books. Yeah. Do you want to see the rest, or do you want to just buy all 12? I'll give you a deal here. This book 5 is a little cover. The back cover is a little bent. Yeah, book 5 is called Trials of Death. See? Oh, you want to make sure all 12 are here, okay? Well, I'm not gonna rip you off, but you're the customer. I'll show you all of them. Ooh, this is not good. Well, apparently there was a sticky sticker all over the 7th book. I may have to replace this and not, yeah. I'm gonna have to replace book 6 as well. I'm sorry about this. I don't understand what kind of sticky residue could have been on these. I mean, it's all over book 7. Book 6 is called The Vampire Prince, but I can't sell this to you in this condition. Well, the front's a little stained with that sticky sticker residue from book 7, the back. Book 7's Hunters of the Dusk. Yeah, I apologize. I'm gonna have to put these to the side here. Well, book 8 also has a bend in the cover. This is not the greatest of shape. It's called Allies of the Night. We'll replace book 8 as well. Oh, sticky. Book 9, Killers of the Dawn. Book 10, The Lake of Souls. And then the final 2 books, book 11, Lord of the Shadows. And then the ending of the series in book 12, Sons of Destiny. This is in pretty good shape. Yeah. Now the interesting thing about these books is, at the end, they had a little preview of Demonata, which is the other full series I have from Darren Shan. So I'll show you those. And I was hooked when I read the previews for Demonata. It is very, very intense. Graphically intense. Really, really intense. And Darren Shan seems to have a theme of his books, and I don't want to give the theme away if you haven't read any of the book series, but time travel is pretty much the theme of both of these series, but in different ways. So let me show you the Demonata series. This was very, very, very intense series of books. So, we have book number 1 here, and these are in really good shape. Let me move these out here. Demonata, the first book is called Lord of Loss. And SLJ says it's guaranteed to gross out anyone. So, Rubbs Grady is about to learn 3 things. The world is vicious. Magic is possible. Demons are real. A horrifying new adventure begins with this first book in the spine-chilling Demonata series. Voya said readers who devour Shan's Cirque du Freak books will be snapping like werewolves themselves to get this book. And then Kirkus review says, the pace is non-stop, keeping the reader turning pages at a breathtaking rate. And which it was. Now this book came out in, this is not a first edition either, because by the time I had read Cirque du Freak, these books were already, some of them were already out. But I think this book came out in, let's see here, 2005, 2006. So 2005 in Great Britain. Yes, we do have all of them, like I said. So, book number 2, Demon Thief. Book number 3, we have here, it's called Slaughter, with Slawter. These are very, very, very good books. Beck is book 4, BEC. These are $8.99. They were when they were released. They may be worth a little bit more now, maybe $10 or $11. Book 5 is called Blood Beast. Book 6 is called Demon Apocalypse. Book 7, Death's Shadow. Book 8. Now this is interesting. It has sort of a, I don't know what to call it. The cover is different. It's almost like a laminate. But it's Wolf Island. And this is like a laminate cover versus the other type of covers that were on these books. And then it stops and that goes right back to the regular type of cover. Book 9, Dark Calling. And then the 10th and final book is a hardcover edition. It's called Hell's Heroes. Got these off of Amazon back in the day. So there's the Demonata series. And then the final series is, like I said, similar to the Cirque du Freak series, but it's a prequel series about Larkin Crepsley, the vampire in the Cirque du Freak book series. I believe it's how he became who he is. And so, let's see. I don't really recall these that well. There's only 4 of them. There's 4 books. And I don't know which is what. No, it's gotta go this way. Yeah. So I believe this is book 1. Now this came out in Great Britain in 2010. Also here in the US in 2010. So these are 14 years old. I believe this is the first book. Yes. The first blood-curdling novel in the highly anticipated prequel series that tells the life story of Cirque du Freak master vampire, Mr. Crepsley. So we have Birth of a Killer. These are all hardcover. And yeah, these are off of Amazon as well. These are $16.99, $17 at the time. Book number 2, Ocean of Blood. number 3, Palace of the Damned. And then the last and final book, Brothers to the Death. So, I could sell you all 12 of the Cirque du Freak books, but 7 is badly, badly damaged. 8's front cover is bent, and 6 is some of the sticky residue that this book 7 has on top of it. So, if you want, I'll give you a deal on all 12 plus the movie. $7 a book. It would be $84 for all 12 at list price. The movie I'll throw in for free, but what we'll do, if you want all 12, I'll give you the 2 books for free. So it'll be an even $70. So you only want to buy the books that aren't ruined. Well, that would be would be $63 for the 9, plus 5 for the DVD, so it'd be $68. For $2 more, you get everything. And then you'll be dealing with the stickiness. That makes sense. Interesting. Well, what I can do is, here's what I'll do. I'm going to keep these books. I'll try to sell them online, but within a week, if no one buys them, then I will call you and give you the deal, $60 for everything. How's that sound? Okay. The Demonata series, you do want those? Okay. Well, there's 17 a piece. There's 10 books. It'll be $170, but what I'll do, you buy all 10 of them. I'll knock it down to 120. Okay. Do you want the Larton Crepsley prequel series? These were $18. So 72 is what they'd be for all 4, but I'll let them go for 60. 15 a book. Okay, you'll take those as well. Yeah, for the Cirque du Freak, like I said, I'll sell them online, and for whatever reason, if they don't sell, I'll let them go for 60 for the whole thing. And yes, I'll throw in that DVD for you. Sound good? So you want to know? Yes, I do have some point horror novels, I believe. I have all the ones that I have books from the same author, sort of. I believe I actually may have all of them, all the point horror novels. Yes, what I'll do is I'll compile a list, and when you come back for the Cirque du Freak books, if they don't sell, I'll have them here ready for you. And we'll take a look at those and next time you come. How's that sound? Yeah, I believe there's at least 30. I know R.L. Stein has some, Caroline B. Cooney, who else? Diane O had a few, I believe. There's I want to say it's a Russian author, only because of the last name, but it's like Latke or something like that. She has a couple as well in the point horror novel section. Who else contributed to that? Earlier, if I said J.D. Spencer wrote the Shivers book series, I misspoke. I believe it's M.D. Spencer, not J.D. Spencer. So sorry about that if I gave you the wrong info. I believe it's M.D. Spencer. No, he didn't write any point horror novels, not at all. Well, you have interest in those Goosebumps postcard books I was showing earlier, or that you saw. Yeah, the first book, the second book is in really great shape. The first one's in really good shape. It just has the back cover's ripped here. They're hard to find intact. Yeah, like, as, I don't know if you can see some postcards of the Monster Blood and Say Cheese and Die, Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, and Night of the Living Dummy, Ghost Beach, I believe this was. No, this is just, I don't know what that is. That might be the mascot there. I got the Haunted Mask. Yeah, they're all Werewolf of Fever Swamp. There's a whole bunch of postcards in both of these. These came out in 1996. And they, see how much they are. Doesn't have a price. Isn't that interesting? Oh, here it is, $7.95, and they're both $7.95. But these are, like I said, hard to come by. I'd have to, pretty pricey. I'd say they're about $30 a piece nowadays. And this, back in the day, it was $20 in Canada, $15 in the United States. This is worth at least $50. But if you wanted all three of these, I could let them go for $100, saving about $10. Yeah, I couldn't do less than 100. They're worth that. Especially sealed. This book's book in cat pack. Yeah. And it even comes with the holder for the book. See? Right there. Well, they'll be here unless I sell them, so if you change your mind on the Goosebumps books, just come back. I'll have the Cirque du Freak if I don't sell those either. And maybe we can make a deal when you come back and take a look at the point horror novels. Sound good? Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by. If you want to go to the end of the store there where the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Wii games are, I'll have these bagged up, boxed up for you, nice and tidy, and you can be on your way with the books. How's that sound? Yeah, just right over there. No, that's where the wall of Tetris games are. Yeah, right next to them. You got it. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.